Hey, we're live. Yeah.
We're live?
I don't know, maybe. I need to silence my shit.
Yes.
Where's the pizza box from? Is it from Star Pizza?
No, it's from Pink's.
Pink's
Pizza. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all never had Pink's?
Yeah. That was like my 5th time having Pink's.
The pizza too.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Starting early. Hey.
All right.
All right. So then, is this are we finally getting ready here for this episode?
Dude,
Are we live? Are we good to go? You ready?
We're rolling.
Am I ready?
You need to scoot back over, man.
Scoot this way?
No, this guy needs to.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
I had a piece of
pink
Asian food stuck in my
pink
teeth.
piece of pink.
All right. Ooh. All right. So, without further ado, live from Studio 511, it's the 240th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel. I don't know which way to go because you guys fuck it up all the time. There you go. This is Arnold.
You always go the wrong way first.
That's Chris. Should I do you first every time?
Left.
Yeah, do him first every time.
Okay.
I like the
Left,
aftertaste.
'cause the right is wrong. All righty.
And thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. We very much appreciate it. We have a lot of stuff to talk about.
God, fuck, just get into it.
Well, no, I got to do this stuff first because we got to let people know that if you are watching us live, you can interact with us on our on our YouTube right here. Just you log in with your Google account or your YouTube account, and then you could talk to us while we're doing the show live right now. So call us out on our bullshit, fact check us, ask us questions, that kind of thing. If you're not watching us live, that's okay. You can still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or on Twitter @HWrestling So, all right, now, Chris, you want to just jump on into it? No foreplay, no nothing.
Just like you like it.
Oh my.
So, this New Japan show coming up in a couple of days has got a little more interesting.
Yeah?
It's champion versus champion. Over the weekend, Best in the World Ring of Honor, Cody Rhodes defeated Christopher Daniels to become first-time heavyweight champion in his wrestling career.
Did you watch the match?
Yes.
Did you watch the match?
Watched it.
I kind of watched it because when you were watching it, we were
working
a little bit busy.
Well, you were working. I wasn't.
Well, you weren't working. I was working.
Oh, we don't really call it work, though, do we?
Yeah.
I kept peeking at his screen.
Yeah. Solid match. The first thing I said is my I'm mostly a WWE guy. I'm starting to experiment like I'm in college with indie stuff. So
that's why he's next to the closet, because he's always peeking through.
That's where I came from. But no, I told him that I have like a kind of a thing. Every indie match that I happen to watch always has the same beginning, kind of like a 3 to 4 minute where they don't really do anything. They kind of feel each other out. It's like that's like I'm watching a UFC fight, because you see Anderson Silva, that's what he does. First round, and do shit. You're like, what the fuck? But he's really computing you. He's seeing what the hell you do. Round 2, lights out. So I'm like, okay, so I have to get over. Every time I watch an indie match, I have to get over the fact that the first 5 minutes, nothing's gonna happen. But you get the psychology for the match. So it's like, okay. So if anything, you're more involved in it now. You're more checked in. You're dialed in. As to where WWE, they start with a bang, they kind of tail off, and then they end with a bang usually.
Ooh. The reason for that, WWE's got the same storylines going on for 2, 3, sometimes 4 months at a time. Ring of Honor is like the bingo, wheel.
Yeah.
Like you never know what you're gonna get every pay-per-view, every show, every event. So like half the year, it's literally first-time matches of people, especially with. For example, when Finn came up to the roster, it was like, oh my God, look at all these people Finn's gonna have first-time matches with, because he's new to the scene. Yeah. So same thing with Cody ever since he's been in Ring of Honor. So I tried watching this match on Saturday on the drive to Austin. And I was so burnt out from the week, I just fell asleep. Like it was like the cure for amnesia. Yeah. But he leaked me that the video was still up. So amnesia. So I just watched it this time, and I was able to watch the whole thing through. Man, match of the week candidate right off the bat. Yeah, for sure. It's good. As soon as it was over, I said, I watched it Saturday morning, so I got to enjoy, I got to just chill and watch it while Abel was working. I was sitting passenger, so I was like, you know what? You post up, watch this. I got some time.
And he was endangering both of our lives with me trying to
customer service advantage.com.
Yeah, it's funny because what happened? After all the shit that's happened, this is my first post. Besides the WCPW match that I watched, this is like the kind of first glimpse that I got of Cody post WWE, post Stardust.
Gotcha.
So I was like, man, I don't even remember him being that good. So I knew he was all right. And my biggest thing was always the aesthetics with Cody. He does the same thing that I don't like about Gulak. No knee pads. It's just a thing.
He looks like a human slinky.
I don't like it. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Yeah, it looks weird. So they put pants on him. So I'm like, fuck it, man. Let's do the damn thing. I watched. This is the second match that I watched with name check Christopher Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Hey, got him the first try this time. I always
he's
fuck
been
his
practicing
name up.
that. He was
I always fuck his name
Brian
up.
Christopher, Brian Daniels.
That's why he was in the bathroom. He was looking at the mirror. Daniels.
Daniels.
Yeah, that guy. God damn, I've watched 2 matches of him now already, and both of them badass. I never
tell the audience what the first match was you saw Christopher Daniels in.
Samoa Joe versus Christopher Daniels versus AJ Styles, 2005.
2005.
Unbreakable.
Oh God, that's where I was. Bam, you know.
I told you.
Yeah, that was awesome. So that was a good first match for me to watch of Christopher Daniels because it gives you everything.
That was 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago.
2 matches I've seen. 2 matches. Abel's like, watch this move. It's called the Angel's Wings. He's gonna fucking do it. 2 matches. He doesn't do it. He tries to, and then it doesn't.
That's kind of his whole fucking career. Like I've seen him pull off the Angel's Wings like
once.
Like, oh my God, he's gonna do it. Watch it. Oh, they reverse it. Yeah. But no, it was, I mean, you know, they did the tip. You know, he's a heel, so they did the interference thing, right? Yeah.
The dude from the Villain Club. I forgot his name because I don't know what he is.
Not Skrull, but the
Skrull. And then Frankie Kazarian came out and bailed him out. And then typical Ring of Honor main event title matches, you have that last minute and a half of sequence back and forth, chain wrestling counter stuff, and
that disaster kick from the top rope. Oh yeah, fuck that that arm drag from and that spot on the table.
You know, I kind of want to bring up something here. And you kind of said this that, oh man, you didn't really realize what Cody could do, and now that he's gone. It's funny because like when people come from Japan, ROH, Indies, whatever, and then they go into WWE, a complaint that happens a lot of the time is, oh man, they watered him down. But here is a bona fide WWE guy, no Indies history prior to that, bona fide WWE guy leaving WWE and expanding his repertoire. So it'd be funny. He goes back to WWE. Oh man, he's watered down. No, he's what he was right from the get-go. So is the problem more WWE? Because a lot of times they're like, oh no, they're just, this is sports entertainment. This is how it is. In the Indies, you do stupid shit and da-da-da-da-da. And they try to play it off like, oh, you stupid Mark, you don't know anything. But now you see the converse side of that. Dude, it's a thing.
And even then, to WWE's defense, devil's advocate here, what I mentioned earlier, Ring of Honor only has a handful of shows every year and 1 show a week for 1 hour. So you might only see the same matchup maybe twice the entire year.
Yeah.
Let alone the wrestler on the brand, as opposed to WWE. If you watch that match, Christopher Daniels versus Cody, every 3 weeks for 1 year, wouldn't you get sick of it by now?
Yeah. This whole Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens.
Yeah. So that's why there's that bridge where you can get one match like this and be satiated, or get that same shit like 8 different shows 3 times a month, and then by the time you're like sick of Cody.
Yeah.
You know, and it sucks because, dude, what has Cody done that has not sucked?
Good point.
Ever since he showed up in there, he tagged with Hardcore Holly, got the titles, turned on him to tag with DiBiase to win the titles. Legacy,
the face thing.
Phantom of the Opera, and then bag over the paper bag over the face, dashing, fucking comic cosplay that he was doing towards the end.
Thing.
Yeah,
any gimmick he got, he took with that brand. Yeah. So
just like his dad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they put polka dots on him and said, "Hey, try to get over with this," and he did. Yeah. He did. So good on him.
Yeah, man. The stock for me for Cody Rhodes has been rising. You know, more and more. He's going to be a guy who benefits from leaving the WWE, which is good. I know it's going to happen in about a year, so he's going to come back and he's going to be the golden boy.
Now, Randy in the live chat,
she's
sitting on the couch right over there.
Hey,
you're breaking the 4th wall.
Yeah, I know. She says this. Yeah, when wrestlers work 4 out of 7 days of the week, you have to water it down for their own safety.
Not true. I just watched an interview with Randy Orton today, where they
Neville.
No. Where they brought up the dive thing that he talked about.
Yes, it was on the radio show.
It was on the radio show, and I was like, okay, from what he said. He was basically like, look, man, I respect indie stuff. That's just not for me. That's just not the way I do it. I said what I said, and even AJ Styles was like, yeah, I get what you mean. I got your back. He's like, you go, you do that shit. It's gonna take its toll on you physically. It's gonna fuck you, man. You're gonna get hurt. You know, 9 times out of 10, but maybe like 4 times out of 10, you have the potential to get hurt.
That's Exhibit A right there. All the flippy dips that AJ's been doing in his career. People watching him now in WWE saying, "Oh, that's not the fucker from Unbreakable from the Triple Threats." Like, well, you know why? Because he wants to walk with his grandkids when he's 60.
Look at Daniel Bryan. He's like what, 30 something, dude. Pretty sure his body's like 50 something.
His brain's already mush.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's doing that
Punk, dude.
falling head dive.
Yeah, all these stuff is like it's cool to watch, but like you got to find some kind of middleman in there, and I think that's what the WWE is trying to do. And that's what, like I said, I'm fresh getting into New Japan, I was saying before the show, every single time I watch a Kenny Omega match, I adore him even more. I really like him. Yeah, because I didn't even know why, but this got to be why. Because he has that perfect blend of indie shit and superstar.
He knows how to time. He knows how to rest. He knows how to break out the spots. He sells very well. And he's a dick.
Yeah, you get too much of flippy dippy stuff. Like you see that. I just posted a video today. I called it Poetry in Motion. It was Ricochet and Ospreay fucking doing all kind of acrobatic shit. Like that's cool. That's fun. I wanted to, once a show, that'd be nice or whatever, but not every match of yours.
Dude, the GIF or whatever, how you say that?
It's supposed to be GIF, but I say GIF.
That's going around the last couple of days of Kenny Omega doing that running knee on the back of Okada. That's awesome. Once. 250 days out of the year, dude. No.
Yeah, that's like when Enzo got hurt. They try to mimic it. They try to copy it like 4 times afterwards when in matches. It's like, don't do that. It's dangerous. So I get what Randy was saying now.
All right. Is there anything else from the New Japan talk, or is that going to be it?
That's it for now.
Okay. Was that also our ROH talk bundled up in there?
Sure. New Japan Ring of Honor.
All right. Cool. I'd say also, even with only halfway watching it, but listening to you watch it on your phone while we were driving, I'd give it maybe match of the week candidacy as well.
You might need to rewatch it because I'm kind of on the fence of making it match of the week. Just in hindsight, the subtleties that Cody threw in there, dude, his Rainmaker. And the commentating team, the rookie and commentating team, they already have a vibe going together, and then bringing up the facts like, he just sent a message to Japan 2 weeks away.
Exactly what I said,
there's a lot of subtleties in both sides.
It was a good building.
As far as match of the week goes, okay, mine, I'll say it's an incomplete, but both of you watched it. But I do want to bring this up that I think you forgot that happened. Immediately as the match finished, I turned to you and I go, hey, is the match of the week candidate? Yeah, probably. I said 1 out of 10. You're like, about a 7.
Yeah,
that's what you said.
Yeah,
in the moment after watching him immediately. Right after.
So I mean, I'm not saying anywhere near match of the year.
Yeah,
but match of the week for sure. And there were some good matches this week. So I'm saying it's a candidate. So we'll see if it actually is, because this is the first match of the week basically. Yeah. So besides NXT, but this is the first match of the week. So.
Well, it depends how you count Lucha. But
we'll see.
Speaking of which, 3 Mexicans in a room. Why not talk Lucha?
Ole!
Family comes first. Was the whole theme of this show. So we're basically talking about Marty the Moth,
Mariposa,
and Melissa Santos.
Oh my God!
Friend of the show.
Really?
Yeah, we'll call her the loose definition of friend. But but she was just nice to us whenever we saw her.
Didn't you interview her?
I think we did.
Galaxy Far Away.
Well, we tried to interview her.
Was it the same time
we talked to her?
Okay.
We talked to her, but we didn't interview her.
Dude, I was following her.
Standards are very low.
I was following her on Instagram before I even knew what a Lucha Underground was. So I was like, oh, that's the girl from Lucha. Yeah. I realized that like 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, that's who she is.
Oh, that's goddamn.
So to start off with what could be a negative. Thumbs up or thumbs down on Melissa Santos actually being involved as a storyline with a wrestler as a relationship?
It's a raging thumbs up for me, because this is Lucha Underground. This isn't anywhere else, man. Lucha Underground does crazy ass shit, and they don't care who they use. They use Vampiro for storylines. They'll use the fucking band up playing on top of the fucking arena at part of storylines. Use Melissa Santos. Yeah. She's attractive. She can actually, pull off she can actually talk and pull off interviews, and she can act as well. Yes, use her.
Yeah.
She's talent at your disposal. Fucking use her. Remember, Lucha Underground isn't just a wrestling show. It's more TV show than anything else. And Robert Rodriguez knows what the fuck he's doing when he has talent, and she's got it. So big thumbs up for me.
We're watching a company that's having a 32-person tournament with a little person and women in it. So, I mean, all things go.
And a guy that's flirting the line in between the middle.
Pimpinella? He's in the tournament? Pimpy's back?
Hold on. Pimpinella is in Lucha Underground?
Yes.
Boy, y'all don't know about Pimpinella.
Oh, no.
I don't know about Pimpinella.
We got 2.5 seasons. We know what a Pimpinella is.
I got about 28 years worth of Pimpinella.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Boy.
That's why.
Because I'll go back to AAA and CMLL.
Okay, all right.
Boy,
All right.
man. Pimpinella.
Yeah.
That was the original Gold Dust, bro.
Vampiro. Vampiro's in love with old Pimpy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, old Pimpy.
Pimpy.
Yeah.
Pimpy and Goldust aside, man, Marty the Moth is you grow to love him. His character, dude. That's a character that, just like you mentioned earlier with those two, like those are very few and far between. And in the way the culture is on timeline wise, it's hard to pull a character off like that. The fact that he's doing it so easily makes me wonder if that's him in real life. But I guess he's doing his job right, and he's making me think that.
Yeah.
So, dude, fucking Marty, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the fact that almost everybody in Lucha Underground's a fucking psycho.
Yeah. You got
If you're part Mexican, you kind of are.
You know, I mean, because we have
even the white guy, the guy who fought Cage.
even the white guy.
The guy who fought Cage.
The Italiano, molto bene.
Is that the first time we've seen him? Because I don't remember him.
He
from
looks
anywhere
familiar. I might have cashed a check for him somewhere.
Else. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, some fat guy.
Yeah,
Fat Italian.
he works at the fucking pizza place we pick shit up from. I think he works for. He brought this. Yeah. I was not expecting that out of him. So I'm always pleasantly surprised at Lucha. Every time I watch a match, I'm like, wow.
You picked a great time to start with the Cueto Cup. Like everything in the past, it kind of matters, but you don't need it. It matters, but you don't need it to join
the
show.
ring. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So Cage mopped the floor with the jobber.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a given because it's fucking Cage and he has a fucking gauntlet of power now. Okay, makes sense.
Just call him Thanos from here on out.
Yeah. Mascarita Sagrada.
That was cute.
That was fun, dude.
What's his name? The guy they fought, the freaking one of the lizard people.
What was his name? No, Saltador.
No, Saltador was the other one. The other
Isn't in the notes?
I deleted it because I thought we were gonna.
Pindar. There you go.
Pindar.
Pindar. That's the one he fought. Okay, whatever.
My favorite
came out with that chick, right?
Yeah,
right.
My favorite Cobra Moon. My favorite part on that match is one thing that I've always complained about during these kind of situations when there's interference. So Cobra Moon gets in the ring, right, and Sagrada like gets her in an arm, and he bounces off the ropes like he's gonna do sliced bread on her. Yeah. Instead, he dives off the rope to take Pindar down, and then when Cobra Moon rolls out, he comes around and just like bam, gets in the like you're not letting the distraction get to him and remembering what the goal is to beat him to go on his target.
Midway through every one of Mascarita Sagrada's match, you're like, oh crap, this little guy's gonna beat the other guy. You know,
that's almost every match with him.
Yeah. He's a better Sami Zayn than Sami Zayn, and he's half the guy.
Exactly, literally. You never thought that with Hornswoggle. We never thought that with Torito, El Torito. Yeah, you never thought any of that shit with those dumbass characters.
Yeah.
But with Mascarita Sagradas, his name alone is already
heritage.
Yeah. Heritage.
So, but I feel like those two matches were kind of aside from the whole
filler.
Family first. Okay, boom. Marty the Moth qualifies for the second round. He has this match where he's freaking out Melissa. You know, which he's been doing ever since he fucking debuted, which it was kind of like this thing that like, all right, this is kind of funny. He's playing into his own character, but then it became a thing where he's actually fucking with Melissa. Yeah. So that's cool that now Melissa has a thing to play off of because, she's with Phoenix. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Oh, Phoenix.
Clap, man.
What?
I like that Saltador was kind of like out crazying Marty for a bit, and even he was thrown off. That was a fun match to watch.
Yeah.
Even with the storyline in the background, Melissa and her facial reactions like, oh, no, no.
Everybody in Lucha Underground's a fucking psycho.
I was thinking Saltador was like some guy that, he's going to take his mask off halfway through because it was a weird fucking thing. It's just a weird thing.
It's like a human finish line.
Yeah.
He's a part of the Rabbit Tribe. That's the one with the London. He's the leader.
With the cod piece.
Yeah, with the cod piece, yes. Now there was a backstage thing where after Saltador Multidor lost, the other guy that's with London,
Mala Suerte.
Mala Suerte. Yeah, Mala Suerte and London were like, hey, Mascareno Sagrada, you're our new leader now for tonight.
You're
like,
our hope to get into the...
Yeah, I was like, what? Since when? He just kind of walked away or whatever. It was kind of stupid. But okay. We have the backstage segment after Marty loses. And Marty has a picture of Melissa Santos tucked in his trunks. He's reaching into his trunks, and he pulls it out, the picture, and he licks it, sticks it on the wall with other pictures of Melissa Santos, and like is talking to her as though she was there.
He copied my idea.
I am both horrified and aroused.
Aroused. Oh. But then Mariposa shows up, and you thought Mariposa, being a sister, would be like, hey, quit being a fucking weirdo. But no, it was more like, hey, don't
save some for me.
Save some for me. Don't be distracted. Remember, family first. Yeah. You're like, what kind of crazy shit that was going on in this family? What the hell? They were kind of flirting the line there of what's really going on. Yeah. And like, ooh, I don't know.
Have you ever been to San Buenaventura?
No. Never have. One night in Tijuana was enough for me. Yeah. Ooh. I'm interested in this. You know, when Katie Burchill and what's his name, Paul Burchill kind of did their thing where they were trying to do an incest thing. It was uncomfortable. It didn't work. Lucha Underground.
The climate of the audience wasn't ready for that, just like they weren't ready for Hassan when it happened.
Yeah.
Lucha Underground, everybody's a fucking psycho. Yeah. So it kind of makes sense.
But the reason
they're also just flirting with it.
So
we don't know if that's the case.
It went over my head watching the episode.
The reason all that crazy shit makes sense is because you check your ego when you're at the door. Yeah. As soon as you walk up to the door, it says Lucha Underground and it has Robert Rodriguez on the bottom. You know what you're gonna get. Yeah. So you don't walk in there and start complaining when you start seeing all the shit you see. You either know what you're gonna get and go in,
you expect
or just turn around and go watch Raw.
Yeah.
So that's why everything's working. That's why people either really love it or just like, that's
Quick question. Is Prince Puma in this tournament?
Oh, yeah.
I would assume he would be.
Okay. Because that shit I read about him on Monday, I read about him because I was looking at Ricochet, what's going on with him. And basically, he's done with Lucha.
Oh, just remember, these episodes were taped like 5 years ago.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He can't go anywhere else until Lucha final airing. Yeah, the season 3 airs, like the last episode, and then he can sign with the new company. So he got interviewed. And he was like,
NXT.
Yeah, he's basically he got interviewed saying like, yeah, I'm being held back by a underground fight club, like
which I mean, he could talk as much shit as he wants, but I mean, if it wasn't for Lucha Underground. Yeah. I wouldn't be as big on him as I was before. Because, I mean, I've heard of Ricochet. I've seen a few things of his here and there. But it wasn't until Lucha Underground I was like, fuck, this guy's awesome. Yeah. So,
wait, he does what in New Japan? He's another guy? Okay.
Right now, the best
like,
thing
he wants to talk shit, but come on now.
Yeah. I know Ricochet because of Tessa Blanchard. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
All right. So then we have Mariposa.
Mariposa loses to Phoenix in the last match.
Yes. Yeah. So Phoenix versus Marty the Moth. And that's already second round. You have a built-in storyline where a love interest is fighting the stalker of said love interest. So I'm on board. Okay, cool. Now the way that these weeks are set up, I'm assuming that we won't see that for another like 4 weeks. Or 2, 4, I don't know, a while. So shit, I mean, it's not like something where they just set up a tournament on Raw and SmackDown and it's like, okay, week 1, week 2, boom, storyline's over. So this could be drug out a little bit more. So
at the end of the day, the $64,000 question, are you looking forward to the next episode, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's doing its job.
Yeah.
There you go.
Always.
That's all right. So that's not it for Lucha.
No, that's not.
Because there's been an announcement on the internets.
Oh.
This Sunday, TNA Slammiversary. Drago and Hijo del Fantasma are in a fatal 4-way for the tag team titles that are currently being held by LAX.
Hijo de who de what now?
Hijo del Fantasma.
Are we supposed to know him?
If you've been watching AAA, you do.
Oh,
because they're not branding Drago as the Lucha Underground guy. They're branding
Slammiversary has a lot of AAA shit going on.
So there's just there's AAA, and then there's apparently 2 more teams that are going to be announced that are from other countries. So there might be other promotions involved in this.
Remember when TNA used to do that World Cup thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? What it was called? World Cup or International Cup or some shit like that?
I
I don't remember, but that was really cool. They got like wrestlers from all different parts of the world that aren't necessarily TNA wrestlers, and then they did like this tournament thing. That was really cool.
WCPW is currently doing that right now. It's called like something stupid today, something funny, like I forgot what it's called, but it's a World Cup basically.
Okay,
that's kind of cool.
And since you didn't know what was what, if it's Global Force, if it's Impact, whatever, you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Okay.
Anthem purchased Global Force, so Jared got a nice little check. Okay. And everything got put together. So basically, Slammiversary is like the merging of the two companies. Think of it as the official, like
Patron and
Lashley.
Yeah, champion versus champion. I'm guessing they're going to put the titles together.
Apparently, they're doing the same thing with the women and the tag.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's happening this Sunday.
What happens with Jarrett? Is Jarrett going away? Is he bought out and okay, shoot? Or is now he's like, hey, I'm part of everything in here too, guys?
They might be
start off the show with "Come On, Be My Baby Tonight."
JEFF JARRE double T.
But it's actually going to be the Road Dogg that's singing it.
Oh, it's anniversary indeed. Yeah. So that's it for Impact, Lucha, all that jazz, razzmatazz. Okay. You missed out.
Why did
I'm going to keep harping on this, man, because you, for months, have been saying Texas needs an independent promotion like Gorilla and all this, man.
And they do now.
Yes. Wrestle Circus.
Wrestle Circus.
Their last event, last Saturday. Dive Hard with a Vengeance.
That's a great name.
That was at least a dozen of them. I lost count after a dozen. Was in Austin over the weekend. And that was the first attempt that I was trying to watch Cody and Daniels on the road. Their first show ever on Twitch.
How did that
free go? Gratis.
How did that go? I saw videos of it, and I saw.
I wouldn't know how it went because it was there because I was there in person.
Oh,
but there was Twitch logos embedded on the aprons,
on the cameras.
There were options to actually tip the wrestlers. You know,
I heard about that.
It's a Mexican tradition in wrestling where if you join the match, you walk up and throw money there.
The fuck, really?
They do it here in Lucha. I mean, in a Wrestle Circus also. But now, since you're not there, if you want to tip the wrestlers, like there was
a thing.
I'm gonna start wrestling.
There was a ladder match. There was a ladder match where Shane Strickland won the title, won the briefcase for the Carnival cash-in. He won the briefcase, and everybody started running up and throwing money at them and tipping them. And since Leo Rush was like the youngest, and he busted his fucking ass, figuratively and almost literally, because he wasn't walking straight when he left. Like they left him all the money. Like all the other wrestlers just walked out. They shook his hand and they just left him in there with all the money. He's just sitting there Indian style crying, and while everybody's chanting for him and shit, he's there scooping it up and stuff. It was It was an awesome scene, man. Another example of like this is what you asked for.
Okay,
you wanted Gorilla, you wanted Ring of Honor. This is it right here.
Okay.
So the next show is in July.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly when in July, but 2 weeks after that in August, there's a special show because that was the only day out of the month that Wrestle Circus could get their hands on Cody. Oh. So Cody will be at the August Wrestle Circus show.
Nice.
Yeah.
Might have to
now,
so.
August 5th, I think.
I want to back up here for a sec. Okay, so you're saying people in the audience in person will go up and tip the wrestlers. But what I saw was that a thing on Twitch was that there's an option on Twitch through the app where you could tip as well. So that
so it's both physical and
digital.
Okay, that's interesting. But that's a thing in Mexico. I've never ever heard of that.
I was told that. I've never actually been in Mexico.
I bet that's like some white guy who's in charge of Wrestle Circus. Like, that's the thing in Mexico. Y'all should do it.
Yeah. Every carnival's the same. Yeah.
I don't know. I remember Lucha shows at the flea market. Ain't nobody running up there and tipping.
I'll tell you this.
Although that was in Houston. So
I'll tell you this. It's really fun to see it in person.
The tipping?
That kind of respect showing to a wrestler like that. You know, it's awesome.
Sounds like it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
reminds me of being in a strip club.
My favorite match, and technically since this was broadcast over the air, match of the week candidate, the mixed tag match between Adam Cole and Britt Baker against Sami Callihan and Jessica Havoc. That match was fucking fun.
Okay.
Dude, is like, so they had both, like, Britt Baker and Adam Cole are on the apron, and the opponents are outside. And so they went back and forth. They go, Adam Cole, baby. They'd super kick Sammy. And then Britt Baker, baby. And she'd super kick Jessica. And then they were both they kiss each other. And then they're both about to do the kick together. And then they get their legs grabbed and they threw them into the chairs. It was Dude, it was fun seeing a mixed tag like that, especially now. When I mentioned earlier, like last week, like, dude, how many fucking couples are in WWE that we can have a mixed tag championship, you know?
Yeah.
And seeing that done on an independent level, dude, it was fucking fun, dude.
Okay.
Gorillas of Destiny were the Wrestle Circus tag champs. They lost to Roppongi Vice, and that was the equivalent of I don't want to say it in the derogatory way, but when the Santino comedy is good, that's what it was in a team environment. Like Rocky Romero's like fucking Enzo size, and he's going up against one of the guys from Gorillas, and he's like, "Come on, give me what you got," and he gets punched, and he's like dead. But it was fun watching. I was entertained watching that.
Okay. That's the goal at the end of the day.
The main event, Sammy Guevara against Brian Cage. That was a no contest because Shane Strickland cashed in the briefcase that night, and he wound up winning the title. So that was the highlights. Very good highlights.
Okay.
The low light, fuck me, dude. 6 hours. The pre-tape match started like at 5:40. There was a 20-minute intermission that bled into like 35 minutes. And then like the last match ended, the cash-in ended like at around 11:20, 11:25. Even if it's 10 match of the year candidate matches, you're going to get fucking burnt, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody there stunk. I forgot my can of Axe. You know the rule I have when I go to indie shows. I mean,
it was a smaller place, right?
Apparently they fixed the AC and it was working for 5 minutes.
Yeah, my friend Priscilla and her friend Tino were there. They were she put it on Snap. I was like, damn, that place looks small, but it looks fun.
Yeah,
like, it looked fun.
The crowd made it sound full.
Yeah.
And that was a fun event, dude. Hopefully before the year's over. Not the season, but the year.
Yeah,
you make it out there.
I've been wanting to go.
Gotta get some information.
I've definitely been wanting.
If they're on Saturdays, we're kind of fucked.
Yeah, Arnold and I, because it's our work schedules. But
it's either none of us or only one of us could go.
Yeah,
because that's the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been to enough shows with you. You call in sick, all roads lead to Texas.
I can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I definitely want to check it out. And if it's going to continue to be on Twitch or some other televised thing, I want to definitely check it out. So that was your Saturday night.
That was my excursion. While I was out of town, or even before I went out of town, I can still smell the summer's eve in here. It was ladies' night Friday night here.
Friday night, yes, it was ladies' night. We watched G.L.O.W. And then we got on here and then we talked.
You mean you watched a bunch of Naomi matches?
Well, okay, actually, I should clarify this. We watched the first episode of G.L.O.W.
Okay.
So not all of them, just the first episode of G.L.O.W. And then we all got on here. You could go back and watch this. It's on our YouTube channel. It's the last video before this one, where we had 4 of our friends, Porsche, Randy, and then Lisa and Bacon. And we all talked about the...
It was an all-women show.
Right. And we all talked about the women's Money in the Bank kerfuffle, as well as G.L.O.W. itself, what we thought of the first episode, the beginnings of it, and, just other stuff, women wrestling related in general. Since then, immediately after we finished recording, actually, you know how I said we only watched the first episode? Immediately after we finished recording, we all stayed here, all the girls stayed here, and we watched the second fucking episode because we were so hyped up about it. It was so good.
It's only 27 minutes, right?
Right.
The episodes are short. These aren't Game of Thrones episodes.
Right.
These
They're half an hour.
Yeah.
So come Sunday, it had to have been Sunday. Come Sunday, I sat down there on the couch there after these two had already spent all Saturday watching it without me.
Nice.
Sunday, I sat down on the couch, and these two wound up rewatching it with me, and we watched all of G.L.O.W.
Look at this part.
There, exactly.
Oh, God.
We watched all of G.L.O.W.
Watch this part right here. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Dude, I dig it, man. I really, really like it. You haven't seen any, correct? And neither have you?
I don't know.
Yet?
Zero. Zip.
Okay.
Nada. Nout. The square root of Jack.
You're doing yourself a disservice. Seriously, it's good.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what to expect, and I said this on the ladies' night episode. I thought that this was going to be just a straight up remake, and it was another G.L.O.W. But no, it's kind of like a mockumentary of the old show. Like they're kind of redoing the behind the scenes and how it got to be, and not the show itself.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's a different perspective, but there's a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of callbacks to the old show, a lot of cameos by current wrestlers and things like that. It's just fucking cool.
Awesome Kong's actually a star on the show, right?
She's one of the characters on the show. That's awesome, and she does a really, really good job. And she had to do a good job at pretending to not know how to wrestle. And she pulled that off, and she had to pretend like she was learning how to wrestle, and she pulled that off. Cool. So it was really cool seeing that. I don't want to give out too much spoilers because neither one of you have seen it, but dude, you guys got to watch it. Okay. I enjoyed it.
I will do that. I was intending to watch it yesterday on my day off because I have the whole day at home. But my wife wants to watch it also, so she worked yesterday. So I was like, you know what? We got something to do this Sunday.
There you have it. You can knock it out in Sunday because
you have a lot of shit this Sunday. You have G.L.O.W, you have Impact, you have New Japan.
Well, you don't have to watch Impact.
I don't watch it.
I think I'm going to jump to that.
Impact.
Delete. Is this weekend the G1?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Saturday and Sunday.
Now, I said that they watched it without me on Saturday. Well, that's because you're not going to ask me how my Saturday went?
No.
No?
So NXT!
You know what I do?
Nah. How was DZW?
DZW was cool. Again, I didn't really know what to expect. For
those of you who don't know,
DZW is Domination Zone Wrestling. It's independent wrestling promotion. Out in Katy, Texas. They've been around for maybe more or less a year, and they just recently are putting together an actual TV show. Okay. And that's part of the reason why I wound up getting involved. They contacted me and they said, "Hey, we need color commentators. Would you like to be one?" And I went over there. We talked and whatever, kind of had a job interview kind of type thing. And next thing I know,
did you have a tryout? Like you sat back and watched the match and gave your like straight
like an access
a bit. But yeah, next thing I know, they're like, "Hey,
did you tell them how many promotions you sunk before you had that interview?"
I have not sunk any promotions. So I wish you would quit with that joke. I didn't sink any of these promotions.
They just so happen to sink.
They just so happen.
They didn't happen after. No, he doesn't sink them. He's the iceberg. The promotions run into him.
Okay. Anyway, DZW was cool. I didn't really know what to expect, but I felt like I was back at a Lone Star show, Lone Star Championship Wrestling show.
Oh, that's a good comparison.
It was a good vibe. Not when it was starting to go away, but when it was like in its heyday. Like
I was gonna ask you, like, if it reminded you of like old school PWA.
No, it felt more like Lone Star to me. Okay. That's what it felt like, because maybe it was because there was a lot of familiar faces. A lot of the same wrestlers that I was already familiar with. Silky Baines is their champ right now. They're their heavyweight champ. Luther Black, he's their Lightning Division champ.
All right. So now you're selling me. Names that we're familiar with from Lone Star and even a little further back, NWA Houston one.
Yeah, exactly. So it was really good. It was really a caliber show. It wasn't like some of these other indie shows that we've been to around town that's like, ugh, I don't even want to mention their names. You know, not like
that's
that.
How you get blacklisted? So I'd stop that.
So yeah, let's not get there. But no, man, this was a good quality. I'm not just saying it because I'm going to be the commentator. I'm like saying it because I was like, oh, thank God they're good. Yeah. You know, because I was kind of.
You don't want to be in a job that sucks.
Right. I had to deal with that during the week.
He's already.
So when I say this with a sigh of relief. Oh, good. They're actually competent, you know, so I'm glad. So what wound up happening was that since they're recording for TV and they have me and another guy named Nick the Vegan doing their commentary.
That's what he goes by?
That's what he goes by. He's Nick the Vegan. A lot of people around the Houston area might know him from the burlesque scene. He's a host for like a lot of the burlesque shows, and he actually does some burlesque dancing himself, but he also does like magic stuff and throwing knives and laying down on beds of needles and shit like that, like crazy shit.
So when they said color commentary, they went full board.
Color commentary.
He's flaming color?
Yeah, well,
like the Technicolor?
Well,
like 4K?
Like Arnold.
Oh, okay.
You know, so yeah, not that bad. But
a little more
so obviously gay, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. Like us.
Yeah.
Well, like him.
Yeah. Gay, but he doesn't cross his legs.
Right.
Okay.
So, but anyway, we kind of.
My legs are crossed under the table.
Oh, yeah. But we kind of took it upon ourselves to just kind of stand in the back and practice our color commentary. And, dude, I don't want to like toot my own horn, but dude, we had chemistry. Me and that dude, we had some chemistry, and I think it's going to be solid. We don't know.
Did you have to first base?
Yes. We don't know the date of the first airing of this episode yet. But what I can tell you is the date of the next taping. That's July 15th. So if you can make it out, July 15th, please go out there and support DZW. As soon as we have a date for the TV show, I'll let you guys know. We do have a channel. It's called Houston Media Access. It's a public access station. And I believe it's channel 17 on Comcast and 99 on AT&T. I might have those flip-flop. I don't think I do, though.
Double check if it's on terrestrial.
Right. That's one thing we had to check.
Like if it's 22-6.
Yeah,
on
or
terrestrial.
Something. I'd imagine maybe on terrestrial it'd be like 8- something because
that's the public. That's
the public access.
That's BBS.
Stuff.
That's all. Yeah,
exactly. So that's my guess, but I don't have that confirmed yet. But if you don't catch it on there, they're also going to put some stuff on their YouTube. So YouTube/DZ Wrestling.
Cool.
Ta-da.
So here's how you're gonna make them some money.
Oh,
you know how we have the Bullet Bill Club T-shirts on our store, right? And in the trunk of your car, right? So instead of Domination Pro Wrestling, we're gonna make a spoof shirt that says Dominatrix Pro Wrestling.
Ooh,
all your wrestlers are gonna be in like fishnets and thongs and stuff, and you're gonna have like the Bobby Heenan Weasel costume. And Nick the vegan's gonna be like a flaming carrot. You gotta make it happen, man. Make it happen. That's merch. I will wear that. That's a shirt I could be buried in. I'm proud of it before I get cremated.
But you mean you're not gonna get buried in your Samoa Joe shirt?
Oh,
you fucking
no.
Mark.
In 1 week I wear a fucking wrestling t-shirt.
And in 1 week I wear a wrestling t-shirt of Bret Hart. Like, and your AJ Styles. We're all wearing our favorite Mark shirts today. All right, that sounds to me like a transition.
Speaking of Mark, match of the week candidate. Cassius Ohno versus Aleister Black, the main event from NXT.
I never thought I was going to associate Cassius Ohno with the match of the week because of, again, Chris Hero. I've seen a lot of his shit in the indies. I've seen his, if you watch CM Punk DVD as extras with his shit in it, and it was good.
He's a nice guy in person.
Is he?
Yeah.
He seems like a nice guy. He seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
Like a cool dude. So I was like, okay, whatever. But I never got behind the fact that he was supposed to be the Roman Reigns of the Shield. But he wouldn't lose fucking weight. And that always, like, not lost respect, but I was like, come on, Way, you could have fucking been somebody. But you're in your own, you're in your own way. I'm not a fucking wrestler. I could be fat. So whatever. I can do.
He's a husband. He's already fat.
Yeah,
you'll get the memo in a couple months.
I was under 200 pounds before I got married. But anyway, dude, god damn that match. That match, dude. So as it was going, I was like in the chat with you, hey, watch this match. This is fucking good. And they were like, oh yeah, we know. I'm like, well, yeah, that fucking match is badass, dude. Like,
I'm glad we didn't tell him that shit because then he would have might have had the syndrome that we have. We overhyped it. He's like, fuck that shit.
Halfway through the match, I was
which I probably just did for you guys with G.L.O.W.
Yeah, halfway through the match, I was like, god damn. That's what I wanted to see from Aleister Black. You somebody who gives them competition, who lets everything.
Not against the jobber.
And no, and it was those strong shit that they were doing to each other. Those fucking those forearms, those kicks, everything. The athleticism displayed by both of them because there are two different body types. A tall, lanky one and a gordo, and he did his thing. You know what I mean? It was, dude. My stock for Ohno was so low. Ohno was so low, and now it's high.
So high.
Yeah, so low. Still think it's a stupid ass song. But
Devil's Advocate, was this a waste of a match?
Ooh, good question.
Is this something that should have been at TakeOver Brooklyn in front of 20,000 people as opposed to a bunch of peons in Full Sail that crap on the wall?
Or something that actually meant something, not just that, hey, we're just going to throw a match out there just for shits and giggles.
No, for the same reason that I started. This brought Chris Hero stock up for me. Like, now I'm going to be interested in a TakeOver match for him.
I was expecting Chris Hero to lose by interference from Hideo.
Yeah.
So when I saw the clean finish, I was like, wow, this was really good. Wow. I wish I saw that in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Well, now you're just being selfish.
But in front of a big audience, dude, that could have stole the fucking show at a TakeOver. Not just in Brooklyn, anywhere.
Very well.
WrestleMania weekend, we can still be talking about that.
3 minutes onto it. Yes.
Yeah.
It is match of the week. It's not like the best match I've ever seen ever. I wouldn't even want to say match of the year. I'm willing to give it match of the week. Maybe yes, there's stiff competition out there this week, but I'm not going to go any higher than that. But you could add to it. You could build to it and maybe put a storyline behind it. And then, hell yeah, I'd watch it after.
It sounded like they had already did because they were saying that Ono was training Black in the beginning of his career. You know, so you're already giving me stuff like that. It's like, wow, why aren't you doing this on a bigger platform? Exhibit B. What should be happening right now is the last woman standing match between Asuka and Nikki Cross.
Right.
That's another match that could headline. There should be a takeover going on right now.
Well, it should have already happened.
To bridge the gap between takeover in Payback Weekend and this upcoming takeover. Brooklyn.
See, that's why you love NXT, because you have to tune in, because you're going to get those gems when you don't expect them. You expect them at a takeover. You expect them at on like the last of the 4 tapings, you know what I mean? Show, the go home taping show, whatever.
Make sure everybody goes home happy. That's the match that you don't end 4 nights
in the middle of the tapings. And just like I'm saying, when we saw last week, we were like, oh, interesting. Who the hell's the heel and who's the face? I don't know. You still don't know, because I mean,
don't know. No.
Hideo was like, hey, look, dude, I'm sorry, I was a dick. And that guy was like, it's cool. You were a dick, but it's cool. And Aleister Black, he doesn't say shit. And in the middle of the match, when he was talking shit to him, he was like, hey, are you good or are you evil? He was like, I loved it, dude. It was good. Yeah. His personality came out. And, Aleister Black, they protected him, and they gave him more to build on. This is the best I've seen him since he fought Kurt Hawkins. Because when he fought Kurt Hawkins, he gave him, some competition. Yeah, he gave him a little run there. This dude gave him more than a run. He gave him a fucking marathon. Yeah, he gave him a 5K. So that was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Let me ask something about Aleister Black.
Okay.
In this match, I think it was a little bit more evident, but correct me if I'm wrong, that the only thing that he does is strikes. He doesn't do any grapples. He doesn't do any high flying.
So
I'm asking. Is Black? Aleister Black. Is that true? Is that something? Am I right about that?
He's mostly striking. I mean, he's teasing us with that flip that he does a backflip instead of going over.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a lot more to him that we haven't even seen yet.
He's been grappled and he's had submissions onto him that he's got out of. But every time he does offense, it's striking. So, I mean, I kind of like that because it's different.
It's very different.
But I wonder if he's just holding something back, or if that's just going to be his thing.
That's an example of don't blow your load too soon on the guy that you're barely starting out.
Have you ever watched any Tommy End matches? Besides
the one on the UK, that's it.
Oh, I thought it was a cruiserweight. It was a UK.
It was a UK tournament.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how was that?
I don't remember it that much.
Because
I'm glad I don't remember
it. On a page that I follow, they showed the match of him and the bruiserweight, the champion right now. Done. They had their match. Like, wow, this is a WWE match before it was a WWE match. I didn't watch it. I saved it because I was going to watch it later.
Didn't Tommy End fight Neville?
And
it wasn't in the tournament itself. It was a one match that was not a tournament match. Yeah.
So I wanted to know if you guys know, because y'all know more than I do about.
I don't know.
Guy. Yeah.
Well, and even so, that makes Tommy End. That's not Aleister Black.
True. Yeah. But I meant like as far as like his like what's in his
repertoire.
Yeah. Because like if you watch WCW, you knew Mean Mark Calloway. You know all this shit. But then you watch Undertaker, you're like, what the fuck? He didn't do none of that shit back then. So it's like two different things. Or you could have hints of whatever we had before.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I'm glad no one knows. I'm glad that it's such an unknown because I'm very, very interested.
Yeah.
And it's a good time.
Hey, what's up? We have Brian joining us in the chat, man. Good to see you again, dude. Thanks for tuning along and playing along.
Is that it for NXT?
Yeah.
Great. Let's take a break.
Ooh. Lord, I do declare.
Arnold.
Uh-oh.
What up?
What do you think of our newest rocket?
So maybe put the hat on. CP3, baby. Chris Paul. We gave up the farm and some of the power dancers in Clutch for him, but he's a good second piece. There's going to be one more.
What if there's not?
No, there is.
What if there's not going to be another piece?
No, they're clearing up space so they can. The finish this trade. Plus, they're gonna bring in because they need a big guy. It's like if you do
Mello.
No.
Well, here's the thing.
No.
rumor has it if Carmelo's gets bought out by the Knicks for his contract, he's coming over.
Yeah, which is weird because Melo and D'Antoni hate each other.
But what could be is that they might be packaging Chris Paul and Carmelo and maybe something else to send to Indiana to bring Paul George over here. Now, James Harden and Paul George is a lot better lineup. That'd be a lot better fit. Well, the only issue is CP3 is the point guard. James Harden's not really a good point guard. So to CP3 to give control and have James Harden not do turnovers.
He had his best season ever this season as a point guard, but he's mostly a shooting guard for the most part.
Well, but now we're going to have a bit further. I mean, both.
Chris Paul's a lot more injury prone. That's why I didn't like the
I was going to say that, and that he's on the backside of his career, as is the Beard.
Sort of, but
not the Beard.
They need the Beard's like 24, dude. He's young.
Okay. The biggest
even
complaint.
Chris Paul's like 28. You know, he's not that old.
Yeah, he's just injury prone.
He's injury prone.
The biggest fallacy was giving up Patrick Beverly.
Yes.
Fuck, we need somebody off the bench, dude.
We need somebody off the bench, but
I need defense.
That's where everyone's getting it twisted.
Who did we draft in the draft? Did we get anybody?
Some random guy. But there just came out with a team, the all defense. Pat Beverly was on it. Pat Beverly was first team all defense. You know who else was? Fucking Chris Paul. Like, relax. He's a good defender. He's a badass. He's a good two-way player. He's a superstar who's going to elevate James Harden's game. They need to get PG-13 here. Paul George. I want Blake Griffin, but if they can get Paul George,
Blake Griffin, that's another injury-prone guy.
It is.
I got time for that fool.
It is, but
he's another guy on the backside of his career.
He's been around a little bit longer, but he's a bit around a little longer. A few years. Dude,
ain't none of them young bucks.
The best part about the Chris Paul trade is that you could start the game with Harden and Chris Paul, rotate them out so you always have one all-star on the guard on the floor, and they end the game with both of them.
Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. It's perfect. That's why they're doing it. Because of the teams like the Warriors.
Give Harden some rest.
But they just need their Draymond Green. They need their Iguodala. They need their big guy. Right now they don't have one because they traded everything away.
And from what I've seen some clips. I don't think it's this kid that they drafted from overseas. That's going to take time to grow.
Yeah, with the Rockets, rookies they don't do shit. But Decker's barely starting to come on.
Fuck Carmelo. Get Kristaps Porzingis over here.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
If they did that, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, where did that come from? Why are we all of a sudden talking NBA?
Fucking ball.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what we call a transition in this bitch.
The big baller brand didn't come to Houston.
All of these people that we were talking about, we could debate back and forth whether or not they deserve to be on the Rockets or don't or whatever. You're right. I'm glad it's not one of the fucking balls. Oh my god, dude. Okay. God damn it. So anybody that doesn't know. Anybody that doesn't follow the NBA
or listen to Sports Center,
LeVar Ball is
a clown.
Okay, there you go. That's a good way of putting it. He's
His
a clown.
firm is sponsored by Spalding though, because he's got two kids. Yeah. One that just got drafted to the Lakers. That was his first night in the Staples Center as a Laker. And then LaMelo Ball is currently in college right now.
In college, he's in college.
So Lonzo Ball, like Drake and Screech fuck that this guy came out.
He made that guy.
Yeah.
Very awkward walking. It was just...
Dude, he looks like a huge expired Q-tip, dude.
Yeah.
All right. So in pro wrestling, you need to have faces and heels. And when you have somebody that's a natural, bona fide dumbass, just straight out of the womb.
Like the Miz.
I was going to say, like LeVar, where he's just like, okay, idiot. And he's been saying idiotic things for like the last 2 years, putting over his kid in college.
He's better than Jordan. He hasn't played a fucking game in the big league.
Exactly. LeVar Ball said he himself is better than Jordan.
Why in the blue hell would you take this guy that's a natural heel and put him with the babyface side? The side that is going against the Miz, the side that Dean Ambrose, good old boy, is going out there and defending. Why? Why did that happen that way? Because this guy is clearly not a babyface. Nobody likes him. The only people that could like them would be Lakers fans. So that's only.
And even then, they were like,
yeah. So we're like, okay.
I was about to say
because his kid is a good ball player, but
I wasn't able to watch the show live, so I just read. I saw YouTube clips and read.
Cheers.
Was the room read before they realized that this guy might not get the reception that they're hoping for, even against the Miz? Especially knowing how good a trash talker the Miz is, he'll win people over talking about smack.
Well, the thing is, LeVar Ball didn't let him. he wouldn't shut the fuck up when it wasn't his turn to talk. He was like walking around the ring.
The first thing he reminded me of on the clips that I saw on YouTube was Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
Oh, you rascally wabbit! I was like, what the fuck?
And then he took his shirt off.
He's supposed to be the good guy. Like, really? Like, I don't give a crap that you have $400 shoes and then you $600 super limited edition shoes and $250 super limited edition flip flops. I don't like you. I hate you. I don't hate's a strong word. I'm just sick of hearing his name every time I watch sports.
Yeah.
And they had him the shit.
I was sick of his name before his kid was drafted into the Lakers. I was sick of his name before he got mixed up in my motherfucking wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like sports. Kinda. I like basketball pretty well. I like football.
Bats, leather balls. You can see why.
I like football pretty well. Baseball's not my thing, but the Astros are good this year. And for the most part,
good's an understatement.
I only like Houston teams. So I'm not that big into sports. But I already had enough of this guy's shenanigans where I already knew, God, this guy is such an idiot. You know, like his reputation of idiocracy preceded him, and they made him be the face.
That's another taste of the Belden conundrum.
Okay.
You know, if you were in LA, and even if you were in LA, it sounds like you might have liked it. You might have found it entertaining. But you're not from LA, or you don't like sports, or you don't like black people. So you don't really give a fuck. That's able for you.
I agree with some of those statements, not all.
And then the bile on the back of my mouth when I saw Dean Ambrose, of all things, wearing his freaking merch. Yeah. That was too much. That was overboard. That's Michael Bay level selling of merchandise.
I did like you said that Dean Ambrose has the biggest balls of them all. I did like he tried to salvage it by being non-PG. I'll tell you who wasn't non-PG.
LaMelo. I'm hoping this is the straw that breaks the back of. Oh yeah, we need to have popular people from pop culture, from sports to blend in.
As if
he didn't need that.
As if fucking Josh Duhamel wasn't already fucking trying to sabotage a great match on commentary.
Yeah.
By keep talking about his shitty Transformers movie and his gonna be shitty movie with Sheamus on fucking, you know.
And then he like called something the wrong way, or like that should be against the rules. And then Booker had to correct him. Well, you have till 5.
Well, Booker T's correcting you on shit. You know you're fucking.
Oh, shucky ducky.
Quack quack. All right. I hope that's the last one.
Let's bring it up. They've been building this for weeks. R-Truth and Goldust. Go.
I was a little disappointed.
What? Explain yourself.
I was a little disappointed. Like, I expected more.
Like,
I don't know.
A match?
Yeah. Like, same. I had same. It was like, oh, it's like you're building up. You got the foreplay going up, man, and you go, and then it's like, oh, I didn't. It normally works, baby.
Like, it got cold in the room.
Yeah.
You know what else made me go on it a little bit, man?
Cameraman?
No, but the fact that when R-Truth came out, they had a perfect opportunity to repackage his Titantron into the what's the
Truth to Set You Free?
No, the whatever productions that they've been using where Goldust is Shattered Dreams. His was whatever it was. I already forget what it is now. Like they could have redone his video package. It could have maybe given him a little bit new music to go along with the same stuff he's been doing.
Evolve the character of
R-Truth. Like do a little something different. And then like, all right, yeah, this is cool. They're really rolling the ball with this. But after like 4 weeks of doing the exact same thing where it's promo. Okay, like, all right, I get it. Let's change it up.
Another promo before, which was a great promo.
Yeah, they've all been good, but it's all been the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, we're finally going to have a match on it. Let's see something different. And then it was like, what? Okay, nothing.
Yeah, he just beat him up, and it was kind of awkward, and they just ended it. And R-Truth had his eyes open after getting beat up, which is a very, very pet peeve of mine. Angel does it all the goddamn time, too. When you get your ass whooped, close your eyes. It's more believe you're supposed to be getting your ass whooped.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like, it doesn't look good. Yeah, that was kind of a bummer. But I'm expecting it to get better, you know?
Great Balls?
I hope it's not on the fucking pre-show of Great Balls.
Ryan in the live chat says, wait, you expected WWE Creative to be Creative.
Hey man, one thing I need back, I need that golden wig back, bro. This bald him, you know, when he's not wrestling, you need to get that wig back.
I liked his outfit though. It was like a throwback.
When he wore at WrestleMania, remember I pointed out at WrestleMania, I was like, hey, he wore his throwback one.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that was probably his last WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You guys are disappointed with the Goldust stuff, huh? What I was disappointed the most were heels protecting Lesnar from Samoa Joe during the Coquina Clutch chokeout. Why the fuck are the Revival out here? Who the fuck? Why, out of all the people, why are the Revival
and the club?
Yeah, and so what the hell are they doing out here? Like, I wanted a fucking payoff. Yeah. Like, I wanted everything. I wanted Joe on the floor choking Lesnar out, changing like every color of the Pride rainbow. Like, I wanted everything, and all I got was like 3 colors from the Skittles bag.
Yeah, you went right.
Like and it was going so well, dude. The promo in the backstage with teasing Heyman. I was like, awkward. And I was so awkward. And after the promo, I was thinking, Heyman's turning on Lesnar.
That's been my want since day one.
Heyman in the beginning came out again respectfully, putting Joe over before he got choked out. Yeah. Heyman, in the promo in the ring, he's like, "Get your record button ready because this is when Lesnar's gonna do this and this." No, bitches, get your record button ready because this is when Joe's gonna beat the fuck out of Lesnar. It sounds like they're they're subliminally dropping the hints to where you might see it coming at the pay-per-view. Whether Joe wins the title or not is regardless. Even with my personal feeling of this, of the way it ended, dude. This is so refreshing in summer when WWE has the temptation of throwing stuff just to see if it sticks.
Yeah.
Like this is going to headline like probably SummerSlam next year.
There's a line that Joe said when he choked him out. I'm going to fuck it up. But it was somewhere along the lines like, remember who did this to you? Or remember I did this to you.
Yeah. He just said something like that.
Yeah. God damn, dude. Yeah. Fuck.
The fact that Joe was getting thrown into the LED board and the bitch still didn't let it go. Holy fuck, man. I was like, man, finish it. Oh, what the fuck?
I'm fucking hyped for the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. That's a sentence I didn't think I was going to say. I was just like, hey, I'm excited. That should be good matches in the card.
Now, I'm excited that we've seen a lot of Joe coming out on top. But I'm also dreading it a little bit because that means all reverse momentum. Man, Joe's gonna lay waste to him, especially because
Lesnar's gonna lay waste to Joe.
Oh, sorry, yes, that's what I meant. Especially because everything that Joe was doing has been sneak from behind attacks. Everything has been getting the jump on Lesnar,
Not the first one. Joe got right in his face and took him out.
But he still kind of surprised him, even though going right up to his face, he kind of just like walked right up to him. I was like, wait, you're really gonna do this to me? Like, oh, okay. Like Lesnar was expecting his aura, his mystique to you're gonna walk up to me, you ain't gonna do nothing. And then he did something. Like, whoa, even though it wasn't from behind, it still was a surprise. So everything has been sneak attack. So when that bell rings, ding, 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 and the match, there can't be surprises from either one. That's when Lesnar's just gonna lay waste to Joe. And I'm like, I want to be excited for it, and I want to say, maybe WWE can surprise me. Maybe they're going to give it to Joe. What if they do? Oh, shit, that's going to be crazy. But then when I see week after week after week after week of Joe getting the upper hand,
we still have one more. We still have one more.
We do still have one more. But at that point, it's going to be 1 out of 4 weeks.
Okay. Okay. Are you as excited for the ambulance match? Braun versus Roman.
Yes.
I'm excited. Yes. And I hope, for fuck's sake, they let Strowman win.
Finally get one over. Yeah. He hasn't gotten over. The build has been fucking awesome. Royal Rumble, he didn't get over. Fastlane, he didn't get over.
Did he win at Fastlane? I thought he won.
No.
It was no contest.
I don't remember.
Because I remember that's when they had the ambulance thing, and that's where he fucked up his arm or whatever. But fuck, I don't remember who won that match or if it even finished.
Well, I got to be honest with you here. I don't care who wins.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't care who wins because I could see Braun beating up Roman so bad that even if he loses a match, oh well, it's an ambulance match, so they're gonna be beating the holy shit out of each other until someone's carted away in an ambulance. So yeah, we're gonna see a lot of good stuff out of this and you know what? I'm gonna say this. Maybe from Roman as well. This might be a good showcase for Roman. And hey, Roman's not fighting for a title. Roman's fighting in a grudge match.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay with it. If Roman wins, great.
It's like just a grudge match. It's like you're playing like a Road to WrestleMania on Nintendo 64 on WrestleMania 2000. It's like you had your title match, you lost it. Okay, you got to build back up. You got to fight a grudge match. You got to do this. You got to next. In 2 months, he's going to have a tag team match, and this and that, and you got to build your way back up to WrestleMania. We know the motherfucker's going to headline his 4th WrestleMania.
Yeah, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it right now because it's not WrestleMania. It's not for the title. Yeah. It's not like he's the main event. It's not like, oh my God. Because right now, that guy's the main event. Samoa Joe.
In 2017, would you have fucking believed it?
Exactly.
We knew there was a Samoan Joe that was going to be
versus Lesnar.
But it was the other Samoan Joe.
It was the other Samoan Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe and Lesnar are the main fucking event. Okay, great. Whoa. You want to still
what kind of pay-per-view we're watching here?
If you want to have
Dominatrix Pro Wrestling,
if you want to have Roman out there and still be prominent on the card, give him a prominent match. And you know what? A match with a prominent Roman Reigns will do shit for Braun and it'll further legitimize him as being like on the cusp of being main event. So I'm okay with it either way.
Here's the reason why I'm looking forward to this more than probably any other match of Roman's career so far. When Roman has somebody that's equal to him or lesser than him, you can already tell that Roman's going to go over. Mm-hmm. You can already tell that the wrestling matches are going to be, at the most, they're going to be 50-50.
Yeah.
But you forget when you watch a match with Braun, dude, Roman's a pretty cool pinball that can bounce around pretty good. And for all the hatred, for the hatred of Roman that fans give him right now, it's fun seeing him bounce around and getting the shit beat out of him and getting thrown around to the point where, like you just said, if he loses an arm and a baby toe and Roman still wins the match, I'm not gonna hate it because Roman damn near killed himself to do it. You know, and I haven't felt that way about a Roman match
unless Roman dominates his match. They're both gonna look good.
Good point. I don't think he will.
No.
But yeah. Let's say worst case scenario. Roman dominates it and chunks him in the ambulance with ease, and then that's it. Ooh, then I might have some problems.
If Braun doesn't show up on SmackDown the next day, then I'm gonna be pissed. Okay. But if you're gonna just lead him to the slaughter like that, and I would like to think they're doing such a good job right now with the character of Braun Strowman that they're not going to do it that way right now.
You like to think they're not going to do that to him.
I don't want Strowman to be the Umaga to Roman Cena.
But see, Umaga didn't have that pop in that crowd the way Strowman does. Dude, you could hear that fucking thing. Dude, they were singing "We Want Strowman" before Roman said a damn word. So it's like you. Dude, he's over, and he's over by being a fucking cartoon character. He's he literally does.
He reminds me of Colossus from the X-Men game. You're just waiting for like glowing stuff to come out of his pores.
He's a one-dimensional character, and we're fucking loving it, dude. We love it. Everyone
because wrestling fans are simple.
He's the Hercules Giant Gonzalez of our generation that can actually do more than Hercules and Giant Gonzalez.
He'd be the king of Lucha Underground right now.
Imagine if that was Matanza.
Oh Lord!
And all he said was like Destructor from Futurama.
That's it. That's what he does.
All right.
How about the women? They main evented Raw gauntlet match for the #1 contendership at Great Balls in the Big D.
Further paying their, I guess, penance for the fuck up for Money in the Bank. I think WWE is like, oh, we really have got to make right with the women here. That being said, I fucking loved it. Oh my God. I loved this match. If we can make the entire gauntlet match just a match for Match of the Week candidacy, I'd do it. If you want to break it up into segments, okay, I'll put Sasha versus Nia at the very end. Boom, Match of the Week for me. But man, I love the way that Nia was booked to look menacing, threatening. She was about to win.
This is the first
she beat the entire roster except for Sasha.
This is the first time where we end a Nia Jax match like, oh fuck yeah, that's a big deal. Not just because she's big, because that's what they're pushing. Like, hey, look, she's big. That's why you're scared of her. No, dude, she's tough. That's what they're doing, and she's tough. She hung for 30 fucking minutes. A lot of guys can't fucking do that.
She was tough, and she actually played the cardio game because that's what they were saying. It's like, oh, she should be getting tired now. By the time she was fighting Dana or somebody, like, oh no, she still got some gas left in the tank, and she beat everyone up. She beat everyone up.
She squashed Bailey. She's Dana squashed herself. Shit, Dana was terrible. The one I'm pissed off about is Emma. I really wish Emma would have given more, but that's not for you, baby. That's not her time right now. She's gonna have her time. Boy, she has that look, and she's gonna get her time. You just give. It's like what we said with Sasha when she first came out. They pushed Charlotte to the moon. They had Becky a little bit, whatever, or even backwards. They pushed Charlotte first, then Sasha. Becky, you're gonna get your time, and she did on SmackDown. Emma will be on SmackDown next year, and she'll be a big deal. But whatever. I'll digress from there. Sasha came out, and Sasha proved she don't need Charlotte to main event.
Okay.
She don't need nobody. She's a fucking superstar. She is a bona fide superstar because she made you believe that her little ass can beat fucking Nia. And the way she tilted back on that back statement was just like how she did it with Charlotte. Where I was like, oh, I was like, holy shit. Whenever she did that shit to Charlotte in between the railing, I was like, ow, that hurts. Oh, you see, there's no way, God, how are they going to make her little ass go over so well? They did.
I love the spider monkey tenacity, find a way to fucking win is the way that she won. Because we've never seen a bank statement like that where she was using her legs to chicken wing the arms and still was literally on her back, just holding on to her and using leverage and smarts and improvisation. And she found a way to win, and I wasn't believing it at all. And when Nia was throwing her around like a rag doll, I was like, yeah. But
you're going to learn today.
Yeah, you're going to learn today. But then she pulled it out of her ass. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit. And she did it in a way that I believed it. I believed it. So I think it was good on both of them. On both of them. Now, while we were gushing over this over here, you kind of rolled your eyes at me for a second. You went, what do you want to say?
I agree.
Oh,
you said that they should have just put this tacked on Alexa at the end and just put 45 minutes of this on Great Balls. I'm aroused with like power versus size. Yeah. So when I didn't get to watch this live. So when you're telling me that there was an opportunity for me to see, not Emma, the other chick.
Dana,
when you're telling me I get a chance to see Dana versus Nia Jax, holy shit, I'm getting Emma versus Nia Jax. Yeah. Holy shit, a legend like Mickie James in the women's division against Nia Jax. For all that, and you're not going to give her the shot? Yeah. After all that, you're not even going to, like, that's another example. Like, fuck LA. You don't need to give LA fucking pay-per-view style Raws every time you go to LA. Yeah. You could have had a 45-minute, you want to redeem yourself from a pay-per-view where you fucked up the ending? You start a pay-per-view with a 45-minute gauntlet match and tag the little pipsqueak champion at the end of it. Yeah. And everything that y'all just described to me that happened on the pay-per-view, even if Dana squashed herself and Bailey was the first one to lose, ending it with the title. Yeah. All of that would have been a great way to say, hey, ladies out there, I'm sorry. We're working to make it better. We don't make everything right the first time. We'll do our best. That's my own. That's just hearing what you guys have said and what I've read. That's the only negative I have on the entire kerfuffle. That this could have been something you could have saved for.
That being said, though, I'm looking forward to Sasha versus Alexa.
I'm looking. What did I say? The first week of that fucking Superstar Shakeup, I was like, call it in right now. Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. That's gonna be a fucking barn burner. They're gonna tear the house down. I hope they do. Hope I'm right.
Well, we'll get to it next week because that's our anticipation episode.
Exactly. Those two little itty bitties are gonna go at it so hard.
My heart's not gonna know what to do.
Make sure your right hand's free.
Yeah. Ooh.
Cass and Enzo.
All right. I kind of have a little bit of mixed feelings about this.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting there the entire time thinking, all right, come on. Where's the turn? We know the turn's going to happen. You know, he's just giving him lip service. Okay, come on. And it got to the point where I was like,
hey,
they're not really going to. And then it made me sit there and think,
Well,
what if they really did do this? I still didn't believe it. There was still that enough of a probability in my mind that by the time they got up to the top of the ramp, I was still thinking, all right, come on. But it made me think, what if WWE actually ran a storyline like this, where somebody turns on someone and then the next week they're like, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean it. I love you.
That shit happens between guys all the time, and we've never seen it.
We've never seen it.
I've known. It would have been, dude, 2 months of this would have been compelling to build up to like maybe their first ever confrontation at SummerSlam. And keep this going. It's like, bro's got problems just like O's got problems.
Exactly.
You know?
Like, I would have thought it would have been interesting, different, and dare I say bold for them to pull that off. We're like,
for Raw.
We're going to have a turn. And then the guy that made the turn regrets it and says, you know what? You called up my mama. I talked to my mama. And you know what? I'm sorry. I'm
sorry for being a douche.
Yeah. But then, of course, I was like, stupid Abel. This is wrestling. Of course, it's going to happen. The turn's going to happen. The turn's going to – there it is.
I literally said, now. Boom. And then it happened. And that was awesome. Because I love being – because here I'm usually the wrong one. So I love being the right one when it comes to watching wrestling with my wife. She's like, oh, wow. She's like, you didn't. Well, she's like, because she's the same thing as like, maybe they just saw the man merchandising.
The merch is still selling, bro. It's like, you don't want to cut off that cash cow right now.
That's what she was saying.
Enzo took off that jacket and he still had that shirt on there. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, you were just like, maybe. And I was like, I guess so. I guess they're going to roll with it. And then you're like, and I'll go, now, boom. And yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Did you love it only because you called it?
Yes.
Okay.
Not only, but because I like that they had me thinking. And when you get when wrestling makes you think, that's something good. So that's good. I didn't like that. Well, I guess they needed it, but whenever Cass came out to the Enzo music, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
So hopefully the CFOs are working out some shit for him.
I tell you what I really, really, really did like about that, though. Afterwards, after it happened, it came back from commercial, and Cass is talking to Corey. I don't know what dirt you got on Kurt Angle, but whatever it is, it's good.
Yeah. They further that fucking storyline.
Because I thought it was over.
Yeah.
I thought it was
not even the dirt.
That's not the dirt.
That's not even the shovel.
I know. Yeah. So I'm further intrigued with that storyline now, just because of that one little line, that one little, not even 30-second line that you sneak in there.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah. That could have gone over a lot of people's head. A lot of people would fast forwarded to do that.
Yeah.
So, dude, I'm intrigued. And to me, again, I'm a big Corey Graves fan. Yeah. So this is just bringing him into the limelight more, and should be good. Because I love that he said, Kurt Angle says, I can't touch you. You know damn well why he can't touch you. Concussions. But oh man, that's gonna be good. I want to get into something that 13-year-old Arnold was like, cool. The 6-man tag.
Okay.
Balor and the Hardys.
Yeah. Sheamus is you started off with the fucking the Drifter, and then Cesaro and Sheamus. I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. I like this so much. And then bang, and it was like, oh, but no. Hardy Boys came out. So I was like, okay, cool. And then Balor came out. And then when Balor did this fucking thing on the thing, and then you saw the Hardy at that, I was like, yeah, that's there was like somebody had to have gotten a picture of that. Somebody, that's a poster right there. That's fucking dream match type shit like that. That's what's hot right now. What was hot before, and what's still, it's. Yeah. I thought that was cool. I just like
he's gutsy.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it so much, and that match was good because everybody looked good. I hated that they made Cesaro take the pin, but that's fine. That's nitpicking.
But I like that they've made the Drifter look good. Elias Sampson's really relevant.
Good. He's strong, and no matter because you give him to Finn Balor. You have him as his program, that's fine as long as he makes the Drifter relevant. That way, so whenever they drift apart to the next thing, the Drifter can drift on to something else. The Drifter can move. It tells itself. It writes itself. But yeah, he can move on to something else.
The word of the night.
That elevates him because Balor's getting ready for something good. He's doing the thing too, like on Road to WrestleMania. On 64, you got the match. Something happens. You got to build yourself back up. He's building his way back up. He's doing like on the South Park episode of the WoW episode where they level up for like a couple weeks. They're just killing boars in the forest. Yeah, killing boars in the forest. That's all he's doing right now. But that's fine because he's making those boars look strong. So the Drifter looks good. The Hardys look good. They look, dude. They're still on their shit. You know, they're a little slower, but they're still on. Sheamus looks good, and you've always known I'm not a big Sheamus guy. Mm-hmm. So now I'm like, hey, cool. They had Josh Duhamel trying to ruin that segment. It didn't work because that segment was good. Cesaro looks like $1 million as usual, and you know that coup de grace was fucking look brutal.
I was doing stuff around the house today, and I had the WWE Network on, just playing whatever they randomly had live, and Countdown came on. I'm like, okay, cool. And it was International Sensations episode of Countdown. All right. At number like 4 or 5 or some shit was Sheamus. And of course, this episode was like 2 years old. So it was before spiky hair Sheamus and all that. It was still like, fella, you know?
That's his old song.
Anyway, it was still fella Sheamus, and they were talking about him, you know, being this international superstar, and he was a bad guy, but he's a good guy. And yeah, I could talk over this track for sure. And it made me feel like, oh, I miss Sheamus. Wait, he's still around. Oh, he's with Cesaro. Okay. And like, while I kind of liked how they became a team, and I like the fact that they're feuding with the Hardys, it also made me feel like, damn, he was former world champ a couple of times. He was main event. Shit, everybody was putting him over in the countdown. Oh, because he's different. He's got pale skin. He goes in the dark and the red hair. And I'm like, yeah, man, he was a fucking thing. Holy shit! And now he's just a tag team guy and kind of overshadowed. So while I agree with you before watching this episode of Countdown, now I'm like, fuck, man, they're fucking up Sheamus.
Hey, roll that back. You got a former WWE champion. You got a former WWE Universal champion in there too. All that is just they're so stacked with talent.
Okay, Chris. All right, Ryan. Ryan in the live chat says it was a good tie-in between the old and new. Mm-hmm. Balor needs to be set up for something good. Mm-hmm. I want Balor to win Royal Rumble and have his have a title match at Mania.
Yeah. Oh, the only thing I want from Finn Balor right now is that fucking demon to come back.
That's the thing that they're missing.
Mm-hmm, that's all it needs. After that, I'm on fire again with him because right now I'm just like, yeah, that's my boy, man crush. I get hard watching him. Ooh. But I'm just like, whatever. He's a good wrestler. So,
all right. So I'm gonna try this out. Whoever's in the chat and play along with us. One word to describe Titus Worldwide brand.
Fun.
Explain yourself.
Dude, I'm enjoying watching it. I'm enjoying trying to figure out if this is a heel or a face team. And I don't know. And I don't
It's a stable now because it's 3 of them.
It's 3 of them, apparently.
They're international.
Is it still reluctantly on the behalf of Apollo? I don't give a fuck. Is it reluctantly on the behalf of Akira Tozawa?
Apollo was the one who convinced Tozawa.
I guess so. But Tozawa somehow is just a part of it. Titus O'Neil had to tell him, hey, you're a part of it now. You signed.
Yeah.
I signed? What the fuck did I sign? Like, he had that look on his face.
My translator.
Like, like, what did I sign?
No, come on, money down.
Yeah. Like, what happened? So I'm interested, but I'm also interested, like, is this how we're going to take the title off of Neville? Because right now the shine is on Titus and Tozawa, and their storyline is like, okay, them growing as a unit is more interesting than the fact that a piece of this unit is fighting for the title. And it seems like Neville's like, oi, you're forgetting about me. I'm the king of the cruiserweights.
Bug-eyed shit.
Yeah, it's like, hey, fuck you, buddy. You forgot about me. Like, you're like gravity, because you forgot about me. But I don't know, man. I'm getting it. I like it. So.
Arnold, one word to describe Titus Worldwide brand.
Love. I fucking love it, man. I love it, dude. I've never said that with anything with Titus. So I love it. I love the Titus. He's a primetime player right now. He's finally a primetime player because he's the leader of a stable. He went from fucking pushing Mystic Man and getting fucking suspended for 60 days to fucking be the leader of a stable that transitions from Raw to 205 Live. He's on 2 nights. He's on TV on 3 shows or 2 shows. He's on 2 shows a week. Mm-hmm. He is the fucking dude. Yeah, he's the shit, dude. He's like, it's weird to even say it but he has that. He's always had that personality. They just gotta let him show it the right way, and this is the right way. Just being it's funny because I correlated it in my head, and I saw a picture of them 2 together on Monday, and that's perfect. He is LeVar Ball. He is what LeVar Ball is basically when we think about him.
He's a less idiotic LeVar Ball.
Yes, and a likable,
more charismatic.
He's still because
he builds up his Apollo Crews. Whoa, 3 months ago we were like Apollo Crews, but now we're like, hey, Apollo Crews.
Yeah,
Akira Tozawa. Yeah,
the power of Tozawa.
Exactly. A month ago, he was like, oh, the guy that goes ha and loses to Brian Kendrick. Yeah, that guy. No, dude. He's elevating these motherfuckers. He's elevating these people. I want a girl in that stable.
The difference between LeVar Ball and Titus O'Neil is this one word that Randy said in the chat: extra. That's what Titus O'Neil is.
Extra.
He's extra. Whereas LeVar Ball is
You're not young enough to know what that word means.
Yes, she is. She's the youngest out of all of us. But she's
like a few months younger than me.
See, LeVar Ball is obnoxious. Titus O'Neil is appropriately extra to be this character, you know? Now, I think we have Ryan being a bit of a hater. His one word is shit.
Maybe he means like, oh, shit, that's
racist.
Oh, maybe. He does say, the gimmick is not needed to further the story or hype for what they are doing.
I think the exact opposite.
I think the exact opposite too, because
one word.
Cheese.
Like, all right, continue.
Pancake Patterson, man. This is what they should have been doing with Titus O'Neil. Mm-hmm. When you're doing it as the primetime players, you're only getting half of that time because you got to share it with Darren Young. And when you have 2 personalities, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, it's like this. Yeah. And so when this is only getting half the time, it's not really good. So right now, Titus being himself and being humorous and being extra, dude, I have a shit-eating grin every time I see it because it harkens back to when I think of Titus as the most entertaining, the most charismatic was when he was doing the commentary stuff and the pancake stuff. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious, dude. Yeah. And right now, like you mentioned earlier, I've never liked Apollo Crews more than I do right now. Yeah, right. I already like Tozawa. I already like Tozawa, and now not just because Tozawa is associated with Titus, but because Tozawa is also associated with Crews. Yeah. There's actually some chemistry between those two. Like everything's coming along really good, and every time I see them on TV, I just have this cheese shit-eating grin right here.
Yeah, and if Tozawa wins next week,
dude,
he brings the championship to the Titus.
Dude, imagine how much LeVar Ball fucking Titus is gonna be with gold in his brand.
He's gonna have Tozawa fucking challenging like Brock Lesnar. This can go nothing but good.
No, he's gonna attempt to get Brock Lesnar away from Heyman. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna like all of a sudden sign him to Titus brand without him knowing. Brock is gonna turn to Heyman. Is this right? Like, and then, like, I guess so. Legally binding contract. I don't know. Like what? But all right,
that's it for the Raw / well, that's it for Raw mostly.
3rd Raw in a row that was really good.
Oh, okay. Again, more haterade from Ryan. All right. They have so wasted what they could have done with Titus that this for me is just shit. What he is doing isn't needed. But then, if creative did their job right, we wouldn't be having this conversation either.
Wait, okay, rebuttal. This isn't needed for who? Because right now, this contender for Neville could have been like every other pretender who thinks because he's got a good record that he can be a king of the cruiserweights. Yeah. This is a different dimension that I might not have liked Akira Tozawa versus Neville as much if it wasn't for this entire Titus thing. Because this isn't for Titus. This is for Tozawa.
And for Crews.
And for Neville.
And for Neville.
Because Neville, you got like, he's the voice.
I want to see Neville stand up to Titus this coming episode of 205.
Tozawa is so soft-spoken that it's perfect.
Huh?
Yeah, that's his only English word that he knows.
It works. He just needs one sounding word. Just ask Brian.
Yeah.
Gulak and Ali, safe and sound, feet on the ground. Go.
Dude, I fucking love Gulak because he is just so goofy. But what I love more is this fucking storyline, because everything that happens in this storyline happens in the ring. Whereas with most other things that happen in the WWE, they book something at a pay-per-view and then you see them in the ring for 4 weeks up until the pay-per-view. Oh, tag match. Oh, triple threat. Oh, 6-man tag. Oh, whatever. And you see these guys time after time after time after time for no reason. But in this feud, every single match was a turning point in the actual storyline itself.
If it wasn't Ali, it was Gulak. And if it wasn't Gulak, it was Ali. And then every couple of weeks, we get them both together.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Ali won the first two. Gulak was like, whoa, hold on. Or excuse me. Gulak won the first two. Ali was like, hold on. And then tried to win. But before is you can't do what I do. Mm-hmm. This is why I beat you, because I'm better. You do all that high flying shit. You don't need to do it. And then what happens? He wins. But
not high flying.
Not high flying. Yeah. And that was the key, because me sitting here before I was watching 205, I was like, we're really going to get this match again? Yeah. Dude, I don't know. They might be going to the well one too many times. The thing that turned it around for me was in that backstage interview with Charlie or Dasha or one of the fucking clones. I was talking to Gulak, and they said, hey, let's take a look at the tape. And they showed Gulak losing. And then Gulak had this shit-eating grin on his face. It's like, you see? I was right. And I'm like, what? Oh shit, mind blown. He was right. Mm-hmm. And he basically cut a promo saying that he did the type of things that I've been telling him to do. And when he does those type of things, he'd win. And then that's when Mustafa Ali comes around and says, the only reason why you do what you do is because you can't do what I do. Mm-hmm. You can't do high flying. And what they do, they told that story in the ring. They took it to the ring every single match.
The boy's legs were shaking.
I was waiting for this massive pudding crap to come out. Everybody's had that moment where you just sit on the throne like,
he was shaking like a leaf on a tree. Gulak was trying to get to the top rope to prove to Mustafa Ali that he can actually come off of the top rope, and he couldn't. So we're 4 matches deep,
and you're still interested.
And I'm more interested than I was in match number 1.
You know what I hope to get? A Sheamus and Cesaro type tag team after this. From this. A ground attack and aerial attack together.
Okay.
That'll be a pretty good combination.
That's a good point. Well, you know what I was actually thinking myself was this is kind of de facto turning into MVP versus Matt Hardy best of 7 type of feud. Yeah. That's what it feels like to me a little bit.
7 was the same as Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah, you're right. And it's happening naturally. It's happening organically, and I love it.
Booker T, Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Sucker.
All right. Money in the Bank happens. Internet takes a huge dump. Ladies' night, y'all covered it. Mm-hmm. We get the rematch on Tuesday.
They heard you.
The same person won. How does that make you feel?
Lady.
It led me further to believe that the reason why the match was done again on SmackDown wasn't audible. It was done after the fact. It was audible. Sorry. Oh fuck, we fucked up. Game. Let's try it all over again. You know, because they still have the same person running around with the Money in the Bank briefcase. They still have it to where she came out still looking like a major heel. That's what they wanted in the first place. They wanted the heat on Ellsworth and Carmella. They didn't want the heat on WWE brand itself. They didn't want it on the company. So let's just redo this over again and do it the way that we think everybody would have wanted it to go without the backlash on the company itself. And that's what they did. So, bada boom, realest chick in the room. How you doing?
You know what they did?
What did they do?
They saw how bad the ratings have been for Raw and SmackDown, no matter how good the shows have been. They saw that you know what we can do? We can have a shit ending to a pay-per-view match because it's $10 anyway that they're going to pay. And we're going to have the match for ratings the next week, and people are going to tune in, and people tuned in. And we're going to piss off the demographic of the women's next week. Raw and SmackDown, we're going to headline them with women. Pa que se caen el hocico.
This lets me further know that WWE loves to do this.
Yeah.
You already did this with Daniel Bryan, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to let you be under the suspicion that you can tell us how to run our company. You are the audience. You sit there and clap and cheer like the sheeple monkeys that you are, and we do what we want to do. Bitch! That's literally the same finish we got, except it's politically correct, and we give it away for free because apparently Money in the Bank doesn't matter because we fucked it up the first time, so we're going to just give it away. Yeah. We had the very first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. 10 days later, we get another one. Oh, yeah. Like, they don't give a fuck about us that pay the money. You know why? Because wrestling fans are fucking hypocrites.
Because we're still going to pay the money.
People bitch about, hey, why don't we have women's basketball? You know, we've had men's basketball. Yay, we got women's basketball. Nobody goes to the games. Oh, then why y'all take away my women's basketball? Bitch, because y'all didn't go to the fucking games. Yes. We're hypocrites. And WWE knows it. No matter how much we're going to bitch and say, nah, we're never going to watch it. We're going to click and say, hey, did they really do what we complained about? That's how they get us every fucking week, and that's how they're going to keep getting us.
Perfect example. I'm going to use this as over the weekend. I binge watched a show that called Unbreakable with Kimmy Schmidt. Their thing in there is the owner of the Redskins is this chick in there is dating the son of the owner of the Redskins, and she's Native American, so she really wants them to change. She really wants them to change the name.
Spoilers?
Maybe. Yeah, spoilers.
Well, it's not spoilers. They still kept the fucking name.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
I want to see the show.
Spoiler alert on Unbreakable. Just spoiler alert. It's just like a tiny thing. They go to the NFL meetings and they're like, yeah, of course. But then they see they're burning Redskins jerseys. Those jerseys are $250. They're still Colin Kaepernick last year. Jerseys ripped, jerseys burned, but he was the highest selling jersey last year.
Gotta replace him.
Exactly. You're gonna spend that fucking money. You're gonna give us
all
that
those
fucking
YouTube
money.
videos about Cleveland fans burning LeBron's jersey when he moved to Miami. Guess what happened when he went back to Cleveland?
To unburn him.
They did some Santeria and try to revive him.
What I'm saying is, we like to bitch about shit because we're fucking masochists. We're gonna fucking watch it. Remember, I realized this while watching a video 5 years ago or so. Remember when CM Punk lost to The Rock at Royal Rumble?
Before his you don't have arms long enough to box with God promo?
Yeah.
Okay.
After, actually.
Yeah, after. I'm sorry.
And remember that guy who got so mad and like he just trashed his TV?
Yes.
He was fucking shit.
Yes.
He was throwing away his monitos, all this shit. That's when I realized that's us.
You know, remember when Mick Foley himself broke his TV when Daniel Bryan didn't win whatever it was?
Rumble.
Yeah.
You think Mick Foley didn't go out and buy a new TV?
Exactly.
Good point.
Do you think Mick Foley still watched WrestleMania?
Mick Foley's still on the goddamn network.
Yeah, dude, they do this to us on purpose.
Yeah, The Undertaker didn't throw gravity into the table.
They do this to us on purpose because we fucking love it.
That being said, Nicole Bacon in the live chat.
Very good.
It was still bull. It was
right
still
there.
bull.
Right there, Sizzles. Right there. Yep. But guess what?
I still don't.
Guess what? You're still going to watch next week, aren't you?
I still think they did that on purpose. I still think they did it on that on purpose.
Because the problem is, for anybody that doesn't watch this program or anyone that doesn't understand the concept of professional wrestling as sports entertainment, let me introduce you to a little something called storyline.
Yes.
Swipe right. Yes. Because that's what that fucking was, dude.
You think they didn't know about Daniel Bryan? You think they didn't know? They knew.
Dude, this is pro-women. That's why it was shocking that women were complaining about this. This is a woman that has a dude as her bitch do the work for her. Yes. How empowering is that?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know about that one. We'll see. We'll see. We get any looks over there. Well, one of them's asleep. The other one's shrugging.
Dude, they did this on purpose, and we bought into it.
Nicole Bacon said, I guess this is in reference to you. Yeah, you're still going to watch. She said, yeah, but only till Balor's match, LOL.
Oh man.
Oy.
Oh,
Okay.
women. Can't live with them.
Let's make a badass looking fucking finisher. Like look brutal as fuck. And let's have the person that put it on kick out of it.
Twice
in a row.
Oh, what?
Lana.
For some, I was hoping that the same women that were pissed about the Money in the Bank match on the pay-per-view were going to be just as pissed about Lana laying down like a Persian rug in 30 seconds in this. This was supposed to be a title match? Good Lord. I didn't know Goldberg was reimagined as Naomi and beating people in 30 seconds.
Man? Yeah,
that was disappointing.
Yeah, that
like,
was
literally, what do you do with Lana now?
Yeah.
You gave her title match in her first singles match.
2 in a row.
And then you gave her the rematch in less than 2 weeks, and you job her out in less than a minute. Is she a glorified stripper now? Or what do you do with Lana? Do you put her back in the arms of Rusev?
Does she still have heat for the shit with her and Rusev a year ago?
I don't know.
The fucking storyline.
Well, if they did, they wouldn't be having her wrestle anyway. She wasn't a wrestler at that time where she had that heat, so why even reward her and make her become a wrestler? So it can't be that. But
I don't know what it is, but they fucked up. They dropped the ball on that.
I'll tell you one thing though, they put a little bit more material between her legs this week,
and they took some off of Naomi. She looked good this week.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little top. She looked good.
A little
top.
Yeah, I'm gonna see your Naomi, and I'm gonna raise you Maria Kanellis, just like Maria Kanellis raises me every time I see her in television or in person.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Maria Kanellis and Mike Bennett.
We have a lot of those lately. Yeah. And already.
I joined at the wrong time.
Yes, you did.
Already. I'm loving the direction. I'm curious to see Mike Kanellis versus Sami Zayn.
Oh.
I'm very curious to see Mike Kanellis versus Sami Zayn.
Okay. So you mean you're interested to see Sami Zayn job to Mike Kanellis?
Yeah.
I like how he just interrupted them.
And he's like, "Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. This is wrestling. We don't talk. You go away."
Yeah.
He goes to lose.
They did the exact same opposite of effect that Abel was talking about that they were trying to do at the Money in the Bank. Like, oh, we fucked the woman over. Hey, here come, feminism. And this is like, hey, we got a badass thing. And these people, hey.
Pretty much.
I want to go back to the Money in the Bank match.
Okay.
Everyone looked good in that fucking match.
I agree.
Everybody in that match. Charlotte looked legit.
She was running around there like a crazy, like a bat out of hell.
Bat out of hell. Natty looked good. Tamina looked good. She looked agile really in there. It looked badass. There was some good. Whenever she just fucking there was a ladder spot where she's like super.
Oh, Charlotte, the ladder fell down. Charlotte did her Shelton Benjamin impression.
Yeah,
oh, good.
Dude, everything. That was a really good match. And Becky Lynch, she just keeps getting better and better and better and better in my eyes, dude. I was believing that she was gonna win that briefcase.
The only part that I did not like was Tamina was out of place for her spot where she was gonna bench press the ladder.
Yeah.
She was facing with her head towards the hard cam, and she was supposed to be the other way. And she was like, "Oh, I'm down. Oh wait, let me get up and turn around. And, hey, put the ladder back on me. Okay, now I can throw you out." I'm like, at that point, just do it, even if the camera's the wrong way, because you have people with hand cams running around. Like if you're in the spot, you're in the spot.
Shot of it anyway.
Yeah, it's like
But
other than that, holy shit.
Yeah, that was a damn good match. That was a match of the week candidate for me as well.
That spot itself was impressive. I mean, she bench pressed a ladder with 2 ladies on it. Okay, badass. You know, makes her look literally strong.
That's like a splash, though. No,
it was better than Sunday. Yeah. It was better than the paper.
It was better than Gulag's. oh, there we go. Okay, thank you. Yes.
Oh yeah. Good time.
We'll keep the happies up.
All right.
Fashion Vice.
Fashion Files.
We don't listen to Grindcore.
Grindcore Death Metal.
Yeah. And then
Grindcore Thrash Metal.
And then they take
2 tickets to Paradise.
And I love it that they further align the storyline.
Yeah.
It wasn't
the Ascension.
We were just there. We wanted a match.
I don't know.
It's the Alphas.
Yes.
I bet you it's the Alphas.
Because
heel turn by the Alphas.
Chad Gable showed he could be kind of a little dick on the microphone. And in a bad way. Or in a good way. However you want to say it.
Or a legitimate way, because he is a little dick.
Yeah, he could be a little jerk. Yeah. So that would be good. To me, that would be good.
Okay.
Or it could just be the Colognes, and that's fine.
Oh no, hell no! It's the alphas. Like, oh great, we have Olympic caliber wrestlers here, and all y'all are fans and sheeple are chanting over a fucking knockoff of an 80s sitcom. Dude, that's gonna be do it. That's like world's greatest tag team level like feud right there.
Okay.
Yes, that's
digging it.
That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, everything about the whole segment was badass because it's them. They can't do it wrong.
Ooh, I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around heel turn by the alphas.
That's why this is going to be so good.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, then again, I was thinking, fucking Ellsworth is the most adorable thing ever, and you can't boo Ellsworth. And here I am, like, hey,
I still can't boo Ellsworth. They celebrated by taking the bus home. There's a picture on Instagram with Carmella in the briefcase and Ellsworth leaning on the side. They're taking the bus leaving the arena. I can't hate that. I was probably on that bus a couple months ago.
I'm rushing backwards. I've been hating Ellsworth since day one. I don't like him.
Because he's skinnier than you?
Yes.
He's better looking than you.
Yeah. I don't know. The tag team division as a whole is pretty good too because the Usos and the New Day, they got their thing going on.
That wrap-off's gonna be fucking awesome.
It's gonna be awesome, but also, I think, well, for sure on Talking Smack they talk shit about Raw, but on SmackDown they kind of made. I think they made fun of LeVar Ball, LaMelo Ball.
Really?
Because in the throwback to the Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
Yeah.
Because we didn't actually say LaMelo Ball. He said the N-word twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it twice on live TV into a microphone twice. So Big E being because of what happened after Paige and Xavier Woods came out.
Yeah.
They just came that look. You got something to tell us? Yeah. So what does he do? He's that guy who makes it awkward.
Yeah.
So he's like, get something to say. We coming for you again. yeah. So so that whole thing's great. That rap off is gonna be fun because I think the Usos could probably rap pretty good because they always doing some kind of cool stuff. I sound like the lamest guy ever. Like yo, cool.
No, you should have watched. You should have watched Talking Smack.
I watched all the way up until I watched halfway through, so I didn't see that one.
The Usos were getting Daniel Bryan to do what you just did, pretty much. He's the third Us now. Apparently,
shit.
The best thing about Talking Smack though, Kevin Owens.
Kevin fucking Owens.
Dude, he was being a savage with fucking Renee. He was being a straight asshole with Renee, and I was like, if I had known that, then they're fucking. Because that's the type of shit you do with a girl that you want to bang, but you want to tell her that I'm kind of a dick, and then you can go have wild, crazy sex. But
that's Bray and JoJo.
Follow the buzzers, follow the booty.
The question from about SmackDown in the live chat from Nicole Bacon: where the hell is Ty Dillinger?
Winning dark matches.
He's doing Sonic commercials. Sami Zayn.
Yeah. Randy said that he's getting his custard on at Sonic.
Custard shake.
Custard, which they're not that bad.
Oh no, you shouldn't be fucking eating them.
You're right. So they are very bad.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't have any.
Ty, he'll get his time. He will. They just showed that he didn't. Come on, Aiden English got RKO'd for no reason.
Oh, hold up. Aiden English. Okay, so we're going to have on Raw and on SmackDown 2 guys with musical gimmicks that start with Spotlight. Everybody saying, hey, everyone shut up so I could sing or play guitar.
That's fine.
I'll allow it.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
Yeah.
It's the same damn thing, except one sings, one strums guitar, but I don't hate it. I mean, he is a Guerrero after all.
Yes,
so.
he is. He is Hijo del what?
Hijo de Eddie Guerrero?
Or no, it was Hijo del. I forget. Oh, it was a terrible fucking skit. Yeah.
Oh, when I was thinking that he should be
Hijo de Kerwin White.
Hijo de Kerwin White.
So, Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
On the microphone. Contrary to what some people say on our fucking Facebook. Great on the goddamn microphone. Yeah. Besides his accent that he doesn't have. I mean,
somebody complained that he sounds like he's still suffering from a year-long cold.
He does. He's got
that raspy voice.
Because it was bad. Though. He's trying to sound medicine.
Yeah. He sounds like he's been karaokeing Screamo for the last 2 hours, and now he can't talk.
All last month, it was bad. He could barely talk.
The Ascension listens to Screamo.
But now, it's fine. But dude, what he says, again, they started booing in the USA. He's like, further further proving my point. I'm not even saying anything bad, and you're booing me.
Yeah.
Because I'm brown. They're not down with the brown.
Exactly. He's not saying anything anti-American. He's saying that, hey, y'all racist.
Yeah.
And they're like, boo, fuck you. I'm like, stop.
Don't tell me what I am.
And I love the fact that we shit on this so much before, and now we're excited about a Punjabi prison match.
Dude,
we're such
all over
fucking
this.
hypocrites. We're such fucking hypocrites.
Did I tell you this earlier with the women's stuff?
We're such hypocrites because we shit all over that match. That's known as one of the worst match
Did
ideas ever. Just since I met you, because I never saw the damn thing.
Right.
I didn't watch her. I grew up at that time.
There were no talents that benefited from it. I didn't want to see Batista climb 30 feet.
You didn't want
And
to see
Khali trying to get stuck through that little hole because his love handles.
I'm gonna have to go
was
rewatch
Show. It was Show and Taker. Is that what it was?
I think so.
Because it was supposed to be Taker and Khali, but Show wound up taking his place because Khali got injured.
What?
Something like
I didn't
that.
know there was two.
There's been two.
There's been two. There's been
I'm
two.
gonna have to go back and watch.
The first one was supposed to be Khali's match, but he got injured, but the match was still going on. So I think it was Big Show that took his place against The Undertaker. And I was like, what? That's stupid. But I kind of forgot the whole concept of it, other than, it's just bamboo.
Get out.
But it's two cages, basically. A cage within a cage. Whatever.
One's got trap doors and
Yeah,
shit, and the other
yeah.
one you just got to climb the hard way.
Yeah. But
whatever.
I think that if you don't have Khali, if you don't have Taker, if you don't have Show, and you don't have Batista, somebody could do some creative shit in that match. I think that Jinder, and even to a certain extent Randy Orton, could probably do some shit in this match that we're not expecting, because you've seen people take certain matches that are like, ugh, but then they put their own spin on it. They do different things. It's like, hey, I didn't know you could do that in this kind of match. You know
what they're doing with Jinder Mahal?
What?
Redoing properly Muhammad Hassan and the Great Khali. Everything that they're doing with him right now is shit that they did, and when I wasn't watching wrestling anymore in the mid-2000s.
No, the only difference is they're staying in the course that they should have stayed with Muhammad Hassan.
Yes.
Muhammad Hassan, the promos, I was interested. Muhammad Hassan, the wrestler, he was pretty competent in the ring. Muhammad Hassan coming out with terrorists, that was where WWE really jumped the shark on that.
That's what USA was like,
bad timing.
Yeah,
too,
so
because
right
it was
now,
the week of the bombings that happened on my
right
birthday,
now they have no reason to pull it off the air. If USA were to say, dude, we don't want that on our television because it's racist. Number one, what racist thing has Khali ever, as Jinder ever said?
Nothing.
Number two, he's speaking in his native language where people from his country look at him as the good guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell me, is it something that the character's doing that you perceive as wrong, or is it something in you that's wrong?
Yes.
And I love that feeling that Khali's giving that to people. I want him to go to Nashville. I want him to go to fucking Dallas. I want him to go to
Fayetteville.
Yes. I want him to go to those places where you get lynched, like Alabama.
Yeah.
Try that shit.
Yeah.
I want to see the
Little
yeah.
Rock. Go to Little Rock.
Fuck yeah.
Randy says in the live chat, nothing pisses off a racist more than being called a racist.
Yeah.
Also, we had actually in Messenger, because you can't do this on the YouTube, a picture of Ryan toasting a shot of some sort of alcoholic beverage while watching us on the live chat. So there you go.
You are a god among insects, my man.
What? What in the what now?
That's it, man. That's all on our notes, unless y'all want to throw out some at the last minute. New Japan this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, back to back. First ever United States champion for New Japan.
Is ROW this weekend?
Hell if I know.
She's asleep.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's next weekend.
Randy saying no.
Randy saying no. It's the following weekend, right?
New Japan Saturday, New Japan Sunday. If you have enough alcohol, Impact Sunday.
When's the next Wrestle Circus?
It's towards the end of July.
Okay, July 15th. Next DZW.
It could be the 22nd.
Okay.
Wrestle Circus could be the 22nd. I'm not mistaken.
Nicole says no because she also is working at
there
ROW nowadays. Oh, and Ryan said that it's Fireball.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
We got a version of it up there.
That's a man's man drinking Fireball on a Wednesday with 2 work days to go.
Yeah.
You, my man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose the day before Great Balls.
Rose the day before Great Balls. So in 2 weeks.
The 6th. No, the 8th. July the 8th.
Yeah, there you go.
So in this G1, what's going on?
So night one is the 4 matches to the quarterfinals, and the Young Bucks are wrestling. And if I'm not mistaken, the second night is the semifinals and the finals and the title match between Cody Rhodes and Kazuchika Okada.
So the most important night is Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta figure out a way to watch this.
Well, you have a login to New Japan World.
I can't read Japanese.
Who's being racist now?
I was like,
Google Chrome has a translate button,
Okay.
bro. I was
Okay.
able to buy stamps from Japan. Limited edition Super Mario stamps from Japan that just got released today. Translate button, bitch.
Stamps.
Yeah.
Stamps.
Super Mario stamps.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude.
You need to get a PayPal. Yeah, pen pal.
A pen pal?
Yeah, so you can give me those stamps.
Okay.
You write a letter, send me the stamp.
Oh, okay.
Throw away the letter, keep the stamp.
Right.
Don't need this.
Write sentences. Don't just write like a D and mail her a D. It's like, hey, baby, you want some of my D?
All right.
You want me to put my P in your V? No.
Nicole says add some big red to the fireball and that it's big balls. Or great balls of fire. That could be the drinking game for great balls
We'll
of fire.
call it the clap.
Wait, how is it that Nicole, who's a straight edge kid like me, knows about all these little balls and fire and big reds and all that shit?
Well, I don't want to toot my own horn.
No. Randy says I need Chris to do his super kick. I don't know why, but
I was doing that on Saturday the whole time. There were so many super kicks being thrown around.
at Wrestle Circus.
I felt like a $2 whore at Wrestle Circus. I was getting off, man.
Ooh.
So yeah.
All right. Until next week, adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Super kick! There you go.
There it is.
Well, hell, the preachers upstairs are interrupting us. I'm gonna wake them.
That's true too.
Yeah,
I think they're
fuckers.
done. They don't sound like they're
They all,
praising the Lord anymore.
they all drank the Kool-Aid.
I never sound like I'm done.
Oh,
When I am.
God
I
damn,
am.
that went morbid. Did you hear him? He said they all drank the
Turn
Kool-Aid.
this off before we get
Turn that shit
We're gonna
off.
find them all we're all wearing Nike Cortezes.
What's in your cup? Kool-Aid. What's in your cup? Drugs. What?
Shinadu, right? That's that guy's name.
Yeah.
I like him. I want to get one of those Be Someone shirts.
No,
No?
it's time to hear a 38-minute freestyle. GJ Screw, man.
I still
We're
like
still
that guy. That
broadcasting.
You still
Shinadu.
broadcasting? Should we?
He's a good comedian. Houston based. I like him.
He's all right.
He does funny skits.
I like him.
He's a 4 out of 10.
Oi.
All
All right.